and welcome into Weather Center Live. Glad you're with us. It is August 4th. It is Thursday, 9 o'clock in New York. It is 6 a.m. in Los Angeles. Thanks for being with us. I'm meteorologist Alexandra Steele. Well, we start with a look at Earl. Hurricane Earl making landfall at 1 o'clock local time. As a hurricane, a Category 1 hurricane with 80-mile-per-hour winds, made landfall south of Belize City. Incredibly low and an awful lot of rain. Small but powerful. Where will it go? Flooding everywhere, and also we've seen the power is out to almost everyone. Josh Morganman was there at the time, and he reports.
In my neighborhood, we had no water rise at all during the storm up until the eye. The eye passed, the wind shifted, and then it was like I walked away from the hotel front entrance for like a minute. I came back, and it was just water everywhere. It really surprised me, and it came up very fast.
All right, so really the worst is over, but what will become of what is now Tropical Storm Earl? Let's bring it over now to Dr. Greg Postel for a look at where we'll see it and what will happen. Hi, Greg.
Hey, guys. In the immediate future, it's going to be a rainmaker over parts of Central America and southern Mexico. Let's talk about when Earl made landfall last night as a Category 1 80-mile-per-hour hurricane very near Belize City in Belize. So right about here, it made a quick attempt to strengthen just a few hours before landfall, and actually did come in at roughly 80 miles per hour, of course, bringing a lot of rain. And Alexandra, you were talking about what's going to happen next. Well, you know, you can see right now on the satellite pictures, it's lost a lot of the very tall thunderstorms, those bright yellows on this infrared satellite picture. So the cloud tops have warmed, not a surprise, as the circulation is over land. It is now beginning to weaken, but still has with it, as it moves westward, the capability to produce a lot of rain. Look at the radar right now. Still, my goodness, the center circulation right about there, but all this blue right in here, there's Belize City, by the way. All of that blue is moderate to heavy rain that is still impacting many parts of Belize and even locations farther to the north. So where do we stand now with Earl? Well, it's a tropical storm, as I mentioned, beginning to weaken as they all do when they come inland. They spin down. The circulation weakens. We're looking at a 65 or so mile-per-hour tropical storm moving west still quickly at 15 miles per hour. That may be a saving grace because at 15 miles per hour, all the rain will be moving through fairly quickly, but it's so very heavy rain. Flooding will likely still be a problem. Here it goes. Here's what one of the models does with it. I think it's a pretty good estimation of where the circulation moves to during the afternoon hours and tonight. It's going to try, gosh, it's going to be close to the coast, right? It's going to try to get over the Bay of Campeche, over water. If it does, there's a small chance it at least holds its intensity, maybe picks up a little bit, but really overall, curtains for Earl, at least in terms of its development prospects over the southern Gulf of Mexico and the Bay of Campeche. We still have to watch out, though, for how much rain is yet to come. A significant amount. Look at some of these numbers, 8 to 12 inches, 5 to 8 inches over a widespread territory here, including Veracruz and some other locations, including farther to the west, like Mexico City. So then what? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the circulation aloft associated with Earl. Moves westward over the Pacific Ocean. Does it reemerge over the Pacific Ocean and help initiate new development out that way? And what will it be called? Well, if it can preserve some tropical cyclone characteristics on its westward track over the mountain in the Pacific, it will keep the same name. But if the circulation completely disintegrates and all we're left is an upper level low that moves that way, I think it will become a new name, and that would be Javier. Regardless of what happens, the Hurricane Center is already on top of it. They're doing such a good job. They're saying, you know what? It's clear skies out there right now over the East Pac, over the East Pacific. But we think the remnants, or perhaps what's ever left over of Earl, and even perhaps a little new bit of a circulation from upstairs moves into that very area and helps develop something new. And that is something to watch because there is now a 50% chance of development in the East Pacific. Now, you might think to yourself, why would development here be important for anybody in the United States? Well, here's why. Because some of the moisture associated with whatever happens, whatever it ends up being called, it doesn't matter. But some of that moisture is going to be moving northward into parts of Mexico and probably get into the southwest United States and enhance the rainfall there by the middle of next week. Alex, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate it. We'll see you again at 50 past with a full tropical update. All right, take a look at this. Talk about scary. This is yesterday in Milo, North Dakota. A tornado ripping up a shed. We also saw wind gusting to about 40, 50 miles per hour. And also with these storms, baseball-sized hail, 2.5-inch hail coming down. So certainly a lot of damage out there. Wow. So what will we see today? Now the atmosphere pretty ripe. So similar scenario, certainly not out of the question. Looks as though maybe today the biggest threat will be some very strong gusty winds with this thunderstorm complexes. So here's the deal today. Duluth, Minneapolis seeing a really active morning. It looks as though a 1-2 punch for Minneapolis. Morning storms, and then the atmosphere really could recover and see some more later this afternoon. Warm, humid air here, but the good news is there's this cold front and it's been so incredibly hot. Steamy, 90 degrees from Minneapolis, Chicago. We're going to see the temperatures begin to come down as this front passes, but ahead of that, really stormy. So from Duluth to Minneapolis, it's been very stormy and certainly wet this morning. Storms all pushing to the east, but again, the atmosphere really could re-rack and get into some more storms later today. Severe thunderstorm warnings, Hennepin and Wright County. That's until 8:30 this morning. You can see where they are now. A lot of rain coming down, and this is the future of it. So what we're going to see potentially, it pushes east, gets into Green Bay earlier this afternoon, but then watch things kind of redevelop once again potentially. Chicago, a real stormy go late tonight, maybe into early tomorrow for Chicago. So here's Minneapolis this morning, again potentially later this afternoon around 3 o'clock, more showers and storms developing, and again temperatures will begin to come down. So it's been so hot and humid, but behind the front you're going to see a much cooler couple of days, and then we warm it up again. As we head towards Saturday, all those storms move eastward. It looks like later in the afternoon and into that night, Saturday night in New York as well. Boston, going to see dry skies, but a beautiful day today in the Northeast. A great stretch, probably the nicest in days.
Wild Mustangs.
I can't believe we live in the middle of all this.
They're supposed to be one of the most gentle creatures in nature.
Really?
I read that once.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Wild Mustangs?
I can't believe we live in the middle of all of this.
They're supposed to be one of the most gentle creatures in nature.
Really?
I don't know, I read that once.
That's why more people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Said I'm wild, said I'm wild, said I'm you cannot lose, so go ahead, set him free.
Never underestimate the power of Energizer. Our longest lasting Energizer Max ever.
Discover card.
I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard. Give it?
Sure, it's free for everyone.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And checking your score won't hurt your credit.
Oh!
I'm so proud of you. Well, thank you.
Get your free credit scorecard at Discover.com, even if you're not a customer.
From the moment they wake up, doers don't stop. Every day is a chance to do something great. And for the ones they love, they do anything. Sears Optical has glasses made for doing. Right now, buy one pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.
We want to encourage our people to listen to the Weather Channel.
It's a place you can turn to and trust.
There's no other place that has this amount of expertise than we do right here on the Weather Channel.
When it comes to a weather situation that warrants attention, we're the place to go. It's that simple.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It wasn't just a little fear.
Don't be scared.
This was a genuine phobia.
We've got an all-new Top 10, Sunday night at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Everyone has got a dream. You know what I mean?
Hey, is this our turn? Honey, our turn?
Yeah, we go left right here.
Great adventures are still out there. We'll find them in our Subaru Outback.
Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Get 0% on select Subaru models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through August 31st.
Alarm systems tell us after a break-in has occurred. So I thought, what if you could prevent burglaries before they happen? My invention, the Ring Video Doorbell, does that.
Hello?
I'm doing free tree trimming estimates.
I'm bathing the children right now.
With Ring, you're always home. Ring lets you see and speak with whoever's at your home from anywhere. And with dual power options, you can install Ring in just minutes. Available at ring.com and these fine retailers.
Create Your Own Tour of Italy is back, starting at $12.99 only at Olive Garden. Choose 3 of 9 of our favorite Italian dishes to get everything you want all on one plate, plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. Hurry in and create your own tour. Offer ends soon. Olive Garden.
All right, take a look at this rain that's fallen in North Carolina. This is Statesville, North Carolina, north of Charlotte. Believe it or not, over 7.5 inches of rain yesterday, tying the second wettest day on record. Unbelievable. You know, the problem is we've got that available moisture in the atmosphere for North Carolina today, tomorrow, into the weekend. I mean, when you talk about dew points, the higher they are, the more moisture there is and the more potential in terms of how much rain can fall. Look at that. About 18 people needed rescuing out of there, but there were no injuries, but certainly people needed rescuing. You can see how high the water was. They're half up the mailbox. So what can we expect? Well, of course, we've got more flood watches, that's for sure. So here's where the flood alerts are in the southeast. Flood watches once again from Wyethville to Asheville down towards Charlotte. So, I mean, the rain is there, the water's there, and the available moisture is there for when those storms tap in once again today. So still rain to come through Saturday. Some of these numbers are really incredible. I mean, we have been in a drought. We certainly do need the rain, but, you know, obviously too much is not a good thing. Here's the current radar. There's just west of Charlotte around Greenville, and you can see also farther south, right along this I-10 corridor, Pensacola, flash flood warnings in Escambia and Santa Rosa counties, and right along the I-10, if you're down there vacationing there, you know, we've got days of this expected. You should see some of these numbers, maybe 5-7 inches of rain by the time we get to the weekend. So here's where the radar is now. There's the flash flood warning where flooding is happening, imminent, and you can see showing you what we're going to see through today into the afternoon. You can see south of Atlanta some storms developing. Now most of this is kind of in the heating of the day, so late afternoon parties, beaches, barbecues, that's really where we're going to see it. So as we head toward tonight, again, showers and storms. Tomorrow, similar scenario, and we're going to see this again not only for today, tonight, into tomorrow, but straight through the weekend. Charlotte, there it is. We've seen a lot of heat, so it's kind of the only respite for some of the heat here, a little bit of break. Atlanta, southeast storms again today, tomorrow, Saturday potentially not. We're kind of circling it. There's storms all around us, but Sunday we'll see it once again. So from Atlanta to New Orleans, the story remains the same there with these showers and storms. Now the Northeast, a whole different deal, actually having some of the nicest weather you've had since the July 4th weekend in terms of a stretch of really pleasant weather. 76, dew points are low, temperatures are comfortable. So there we go in Philadelphia, driving along the Schuylkill, no troubles there as well. The expressway, things are dry and quiet and really will remain that way. So here's a look at the temperatures. Hey, pretty palatable. 77 in Boston, Bangor 74, 74 in Philadelphia. And as we head toward the afternoon into tonight, you can see we're going to notice the temperatures warming up, but certainly not nearly as warm as they've been. 82 in Boston. Now the average temperature is around 79 in Boston, so just slightly above average. But what we've seen seeing is not a lot of rain. We're about 5 inches below where we should be this time of year for places like Worcester and Boston. Tomorrow, again, the stretch continues. So yesterday was gorgeous, 79 in Boston, today and tomorrow. But then Saturday night, really late afternoon into the nighttime hours, we're going to see some rain, potentially some strong storms. They clear out for the day earlier on Sunday. And then Sunday is dry as well. 83 there. Here's the drought monitor. So we certainly need the rain. Again, on average, since June 1st, about 5 to 6 inches below where we should be for this time of year. So you can see it where it's most severe. Western New York, along the Thruway, Boston, Buffalo, Utica, Rochester, and Boston, and down East Maine as well. So here's the deal. Top 5 dry summers. Worcester, you're among that. And again, this is all the rain we've seen. 3.72 inches since June 1st. Again, we usually see maybe 5 inches more than that. So dry and no rain for the next couple of days. Really a beautiful forecast. Let's show you what Minneapolis looks like. The antithesis of this, though. Showers and storms firing off. St. Paul as well, 72. Some pretty strong storms this morning. And it looks like the atmosphere re-racks once again, and we see some storms redevelop. You know, sometimes when we see them in the morning, they kind of quiet the atmosphere, but I think we could see it. Strong storms again. So Minneapolis, bank on some delays.
What's it like to be in good hands? Like finding new ways to be taken care of.
Home, car, life insurance, obviously. Oh.
But with added touches you can't get everywhere else, like claim-free rewards or safe driving bonus checks. Oh, yes. Even a claim satisfaction guarantee.
In means protection plus unique extras. Only from an expert Allstate agent.
It's good to be in good hands.
What are these? What is it?
Duck lips.
Duck lips.
It's a plastic surgery duck.
You are a backwards duck. Instead of quack, he says cow. No, cow.
Pringles!
Staying in rhythm. It's how I try to live. How I stay active. And to keep up this pace, I need the right nutrition. So I drink Boost.
Boost Complete Nutritional Drink has 26 essential vitamins and minerals, including calcium and vitamin D to support strong bones, and 10 grams of protein to help maintain muscle. In 3 delicious flavors.
I'm not about to swim in a slow lane.
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
Never underestimate the power of Energizer. Our longest lasting Energizer Max ever.
You do know the experts at MIDAS will tell you when he's fixing now and what can wait, right? Like, I don't know, brakes?
Of course I do.
Get the MIDAS Oil Change Plus with tire rotation for only $19.99, up to $5 disposal fee. Use your MIDAS credit card and get $20 back by mail. Get an appointment at MIDAS.com.
Every day you get to accept things as they are or take responsibility for changing them.
The people of Flint, Michigan, it's like we don't matter.
It's such a real issue that's right in front of us.
Climate, environment, science, technology. Let's have a conversation. And together, we can solve these things.
23.5 degrees. Tuesday nights at 11 on the...
When you have an emergency at home and cannot reach the phone, nobody can hear you and you are helpless. But with Life Alert, when emergencies happen, one press of a button can get you help fast.
Life Alert, what is your emergency?
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help is on the way.
Life Alert saves a life from a potential catastrophe every 10 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-450-0063. That's 1-800-450-0063. Call now, 1-800-450-0063 for a free brochure. Call 1-800-450-0063.
Come.
I'm totally a summer person. I love warm weather. I love sunshine. I love the beach. I love the pool. I love being outside. I love barbecues. I love everything about summer.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 79. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Well, this is Tulum, Mexico. Hurricane Earl coming in with a vengeance, really bringing heavy rain and wind. We saw 80-mile-per-hour winds. It came in a landfalling hurricane yesterday, 1 o'clock local time, near low-lying Belize City, just south of Belize City is where the center came ashore. And again, an awful lot of rain and wind. So where will it go? Here's a quick look at the scenario. Again, this was yesterday. Center coming ashore near Belize City, which is very low lying, right at sea level. 80-mile-per-hour winds, a Category 1. And here's a look at where it is now. It has been downgraded. The winds have come down. 65-mile-per-hour winds. It is now a tropical storm. Pressure is 990, moving west at 15 miles per hour. So where will it go? And will it regenerate? You can see lost a lot of its convection. That's what happens, of course, when it loses the warm water and goes to land. We'll talk about it coming up in just a bit. But they've seen an awful lot of rain, too, there. But also we've seen a lot of rain in the southwest because it is monsoon season. But what does that mean exactly? And how much rain do they get? And is it a good thing? Here's Mike Bettis with the details.
Contrary to popular belief, a monsoon is not a storm. Monsoon comes from the Arabic word mawsum, meaning season. A monsoon is a seasonal, large-scale change in wind patterns. The North American monsoon usually develops in late May or early June and lasts through September. It's not usually as strong or persistent as the well-known India monsoon. The North American monsoon can bring needed moisture and cooler temperatures to the desert southwest. During the monsoon season, the region can also see more dangerous lightning, damaging straight-line winds, and flash flooding. Haboobs can also be common during the monsoon. A haboob is a huge dust storm caused by thunderstorm downdrafts. The term haboob is derived from the Arabic word hab, meaning wind.
All right, so now you know. Well, here's a look at what's happening in the southwest. Showers and storms, we've certainly seen it. Las Vegas, maybe traveling along 15. Right now, cloudy skies in Vegas, but you can see where that rain is. In Kingman, Arizona as well. Death Valley's dry, but you can see just east of that's where all the action is and where the moisture is. And this is when, you know, they get all the rain for the year. So it's certainly beneficial, but boy, it causes some major problems. So from Las Vegas to Phoenix, there's where the scattered showers and storms are. Las Vegas has some rain showers today, but temperatures will continue to go up in Vegas, and we're going to see dry skies. So for Vegas, today is really the only wet day. Here's the water vapor imagery. Wherever you see the orangey colors, that's where it's dry. Where you see the hot pinks and the brighter colors and the whites, that's where the moisture is, and the higher cloud tops, showing you the colder high cloud tops in the pink. So this is the summer monsoon, the moist flow from the south and west, the jet stream. These upper level disturbances move in, enhance the storms, but really this is the only time of year that they get this. So there's where the rain is. Scattered showers and storms today from Phoenix to Flagstaff. If you're out there camping or hiking, you're certainly knowing what's happening here. Flagstaff tomorrow as well. And so, you know, the story really remains the same here. This is the period of time where we see it. So we've got it in the forecast, and you can see where the potential is once again. Salt Lake City, Durango to Albuquerque. So through Saturday night, how much rain did they get? You can see an inch or two, maybe some isolated 3 to 5 inches. You know, when this rain comes down, it's so dry, everything just floods. And you see the video of it in a minute, all the roads get flooded. So for Albuquerque, showers and afternoon thunderstorms today, 87 tomorrow. But you know, what we see with these showers and storms is they really kind of break down the heat. So that is one good thing. Temperatures go from the 90s and the 80s. It's like really the only cooling mechanism out there. Flagstaff, showers and storms today, tomorrow, and spotty thunderstorms continue as well. All right, let's take a look at Indianapolis. You're in for some stormy conditions as well. 76 degrees, cloudy skies, some strong storms developing potentially today and into tonight. We're back after the break, but first, your local on the 8th. See you back here then.
The Gillette Mach 3 Turbo still feels better after 10 shaves than a disposable on its first. Mach 3 blades have twice the coating for a closer shave with zero redness. Shave after shave after shave. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Guess what I just did?
Built a sandcastle?
Huh. No. I just switched to Geico and got more.
More.
24/7 access online, on the phone, or with the Geico app.
That is more. Go get some mud.
All that more has to be why they're the second largest auto insurer.
Everybody likes more.
I think so.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Hey, what's going on here?
I've seen such a change in Einstein since he started eating the new Beneful recipe. The #1 ingredient in it is beef.
The beef was fantastic.
He's a very active dog. He never stops moving. He has enough energy to believe that he can jump high enough to catch a bird. It has real beef, grains, vegetables, and he loves it. Well, we were coming for an interview, so he wanted to wear his tie.
It's my power tie. Gives me power.
Try new Beneful Originals with beef. Now with real beef as the #1 ingredient. Healthful, flavorful, Beneful.
Tired of redosing antacids? Try Duo Fusion. New 2-in-1 heartburn relief. The antacid goes to work in seconds, and the acid reducer lasts up to 12 hours. In one chewable tablet. Try new Duo Fusion from the makers of Zantac.
I work round the clock. I want my blood sugar to stay in control, so I asked about Tresiba. Tresiba is a once-daily, long-acting insulin that lasts even longer than 24 hours.
I want to trim my A1C. Tresiba provides powerful A1C reduction, releases slow and steady, works like your body's insulin.
When my schedule changes, I want something that delivers. I can take Tresiba any time of day, so if I miss or delay a dose, I take it when I remember, as long as there's at least 8 hours between doses.
Once in use, it lasts 8 weeks without refrigeration, twice as long as Lantus, which lasts 4 weeks.
Tresiba is used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Tresiba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Tresiba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose shouldn't be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion. Ask your doctor if you're Tresiba ready.
Discover how a Lexus Master Craftsman turns an ordinary experience into an extraordinary one. Get great offers at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the 2016 ES 350 for $329 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
We want to encourage our people to listen to the Weather Channel.
It's a place you can turn to and trust.
There's no other place that has this amount of expertise than we do right here on the Weather Channel.
When it comes to a weather situation that warrants attention, we're the place to go. It's that simple. Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 79. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by Beltone, your premier hearing care partner.
Beltone is conducting a new trial on innovative hearing technology. You will be asked to evaluate a remarkable product that's virtually invisible. Call 1-800-BELTONE.
A lot of weather. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Alexandra Steele. It is Thursday, half past the hour. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. We'll have more on all that severe weather headed for the Midwest in just a moment. But first, let's get right to Tropical Storm Earl with Dr. Greg Postell is in the lab. Hi, Greg.
Alex, thank you very much. Let's have a look at now Tropical Storm Earl when it made landfall last night. Here's the stats from the National Hurricane Center. Made landfall as an 80-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane near Belize City, basically at 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time. And it actually, right before landfall, was strengthening a little bit. And there's some ways you can tell that that was exactly the case. Check this imagery out. Jim Cantori showed this earlier, and I love this picture. This is kind of like what he calls an MRI, looking from the satellites into the storm underneath the clouds. And here's what it looked like a few hours prior to landfall. You could see it kind of had an open eye wall shape. But then right before it made land, you could basically see that eye wall closed all the way around it, sign that it was strengthening on the way inbound. So it did reach hurricane, Category 1 hurricane status, and now is a shell of what it was even just 12 hours ago. The cloud tops are warming right in here. You can see we've lost a lot of those bright colors, meaning the thunderstorms aren't as strong anymore. And as a result, the Hurricane Center has, they said it's not a hurricane anymore. It's a tropical storm at roughly 65 miles per hour, maybe not even that strong, and is now going to turn into a rainmaker on its westward way across Mexico. You can see that for the most part, it's going to stay on land. It probably will. There's a shot it moves at least a little bit over the Bay of Campeche, but not so likely. I think it's going to continue on that direction and disintegrate for the most part and deliver along the way a lot of rain. As I mentioned, look at some of these numbers out in here. These colors represent 5 to 8, perhaps even 8 to 12 inches of rain. So maybe a foot of rain for some of those locations like Veracruz, a little bit less farther to the west over Mexico City. But then what? It is possible that some part of the circulation makes it out over the Pacific Ocean and has a shot at redeveloping, according to the Hurricane Center, a 50% chance of that happening. Where right now, it's clear, but we're going to have to watch later on as we head toward the middle of next week, because some of the moisture could get back up into the lower 48 in the southwest part of the U.S. Alex, back to you.
All right, certainly a lot. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Well, so have you ever wondered what's inside a hurricane? What gives it its juice, or what calls it curtains? Well, let's look now at the anatomy of a hurricane. Jim Cantori explains.
One of the most important things that you need when you're forecasting how strong a hurricane is going to be and where it is going to go is data. We have satellites that give us data. We have computer models that give us forecasts. But what about a nice three-dimensional grid in and around the storm? You got to fly into these things. Let me introduce you to the 13 Hurricane Hunter aircraft fleet from the Air Force and NOAA. We're going to start you off with the first plane here. There are two of these. These are NOAA P-3 Orion aircraft. They can fly anywhere from 10,000 feet on down to 1,000 feet. They'll fly right through the hurricane. Interesting names, too, by the way. Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Great sense of humor. You got to have one, right? You're flying through a hurricane. The first part of this plane is on the nose. It is called a gust probe. It looks like a barber pole, and it flies through and obviously measures the wind. So as you're coming in, you can see what the eye wall has. You can go through the eye with calm winds and then exit the other side and really get a nice look at what that wind is like through the storm at various levels from 1,000 feet up to 10,000 feet. On the belly, a radar. What do these storms look like, these towers, these rain bands in and around the storm as they're flying through it? This is what this horizontal radar does for us. On the tail, though, we want to look at a more vertical profile of those towers. How high are they? How rapid are they intensifying? Well, that's what the tail radar does here on the NOAA P3 Orion. All of the planes, all 13 of them, actually have this piece of equipment here. It is potentially the most important piece. It's called a dropson. And these dropsons, once they are launched out of the planes, give us data back every half a second. Temperature, dew point, winds, barometric pressure, giving us a nice three-dimensional grid of what the storm actually looks like ahead of and in the storm itself. The dropson. All right, who does the heavy lifting? The WC-130 aircraft. These are very, very important. We get data from these guys constantly, especially as a storm is approaching land. How deep is the pressure? What are the winds like? What are the atmospherics like around the storm itself? Very, very important. Now, of course, these guys got to know what they're flying into, right? So on the nose of the WC-130 is a radar. Right there on the nose. You know when you're going to go into the eye wall, you know when you're going to get into the eye, and you know when you're going to exit it as well. That's what that radar does. Inside the plane, several meteorologists working a mission lasting approximately about 12 hours. And again, guys, that's where we put the dropsons out. Very, very important role to give us an idea of what that storm is doing along the path. Now remember, they'll start out high and they'll work their way down toward the center of the storm and then exit out and rise once again. They saw it fly several missions in and out of that eye during that 12-hour time period. One of the most incredible pieces of equipment that's come along in the last several years on the wing of the plane is called the SFMR instrument. What does that do? Well, it looks at the turbidity of the wave action. What are the winds that it takes to produce those kind of waves? That's what that instrument estimates. And it gives us a great idea of what those winds actually are. A great instrument. That's the WC-130J. All right, one aircraft left. It's named Gonzo. It's the Gulfstream 4. This is responsible for high altitude data. Flies up to 40,000 feet. So now we've got a storm that's moving into an area, but we really don't have an idea of what's out ahead of that storm data-wise. So to give us a nice grid, the Gulfstream 4 flies INVEST missions essentially ahead of the storm to put that data into the models and eventually give us a better track forecast. These 13 aircraft are perhaps the most essential part of the arsenal we have in warning you about an oncoming hurricane.
Wow. Right? Very cool. Thanks, Jim. Well, certainly cool 71 right now, St. Paul, and we've got temperatures in the 70s, but we've got some very strong winds and also some storms moving through. And it looks like St. Paul, Minneapolis, you're all going to see a kind of a double shot. We're going to see storms this morning like we are, but the atmosphere looks as though it will re-rack and fire up later again this afternoon. So here's a look at the thunderstorm forecast for today. The most severe in nature here from Duluth to St. Paul, Minneapolis, Macon City to La Crosse. Isolated tornado. Looks like some thunderstorm complexes will move through. Some hail. We saw hail yesterday, 2.5 inches, baseball sized. Tornadoes as well yesterday. Today, as though it looks like we'll see a lot of wind with this, some pretty strong winds. So between Duluth and Minneapolis, you can see these storms pushing east. They're headed toward Marquette, La Crosse, and Green Bay. As we forward this into motion, Rhinelander or Rice Lake, Eau Claire may be driving to work on 94 this morning. You've got a lot of storms as well. Farther west, there we go, Minneapolis east. Now the storm's pushing through. Some quieter times behind it, but still again, you're going to see these storms. It looks as though fire up again late afternoon. And you can see with all of this lightning, you kind of know the intensity and the power within this storm. And really very strong this morning and will be strong this afternoon with some winds as well. You can see kind of the bowing out nature of it all. So as we look toward this afternoon, there's Minneapolis this morning. You can watch where these storms will push, move eastward, and begin to fire off again. So they all push eastward, so bank on a slow commute this afternoon as well.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 79. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.
When looking for a van to take your business to the next level, look for more. With the Ram ProMaster and ProMaster City, you can do more, handle more, organize more, and get more out of every drop, all for less. Now, current competitive commercial owners or lessees are eligible for these cash allowances on the 2016 Ram ProMaster City.
More people are driving Ram trucks than ever before. Guts Glory Ram.
Did you know this Samsung front loader with Ad Wash from Lowe's easily allows you to add clothes to it even after it's already started, so nothing ever gets forgotten?
So you can add clothes after the cycle started?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
I agree.
I agree more.
Well, I guess we'll just have to agree to agree.
Feels like I'm still agreeing more.
Now save $400 on the Samsung Ad Wash front load washer at Lowe's.
In 1996, TracFone began with one important belief. Wireless should be affordable for everyone. 20 years later, we're still making it easy to save money on smartphones. Our new smartphone plan is just $15 a month. You get talk, text, and data with unlimited carryover, with no contract and coverage on one of America's largest 4G LTE networks. Plus, we have new 4G LTE smartphones starting at under $50. New smartphones, new plans, new ways to do everything for less with TracFone. Available at Walmart.
I recommend Nature Made fish oil because I trust their quality. They were the first to have a product verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
What if one day everything just stopped going wrong?
Have a good day, hon.
No more accidents. No more disasters. Where would State Farm be? Here to help with college. Here for that first car. And here for new beginnings. Because in a world where nothing went wrong, your State Farm agent will still be right here. Helping make life go completely right.
From the moment they wake up, doers don't stop. Every day is a chance to do something great. And for the ones they love, they do anything. Sears Optical has glasses made for doing. Right now, buy one pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.
New clients?
Let's go meet them soon.
In person, we could read the room.
On the phone! You're just a voice. Yeah, I'm good.
For fast rewards, let's book on Choice.
This trip could really help us grow.
Should I stay or should I go?
When it's time to go for business, book on choicehotels.com for instant rewards like gift cards and points towards free nights. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
I'm terrible at golf.
He is.
But I'd like to keep being terrible at golf for as long as I can.
New patented Ensurin Live has HMB, plus 20 grams of protein to help rebuild muscle for the strength and energy to do what you love. New Ensurin Live. Always be you.
When I crave a smoke, that's all I crave. That's where this comes in.
Only Nicorette Gum has patented dual-coated technology for great taste. Plus, Nicorette Gum gives you intense craving relief.
And that helps put my craving in its place. That's why I only choose Nicorette.
Put some distance between you and temptation with Meta Appetite Control. Clinically proven to help reduce hunger between meals. New from Metamucil, the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
A lot goes into new Quaker breakfast flats. Tart cranberries, crunchy almonds, sweet bananas, and more. Baked in with our wholesome oats. Help satisfy your morning hunger with every bite. New Quaker breakfast flats.
You can't always protect her. Make sure her tires will. The Michelin Premier Tire with EverGrip technology. Even when half worn, it's still safe. Safe when new, safe when worn.
Well, Belize City International Airport, you can see the rain that came down. Hurricane Earl made landfall about 1 o'clock local time this morning. A Cat 1 hurricane with 80-mile-per-hour winds. Center of circulation just south of Belize City coming, and you can see certainly closed for business, shutting down obviously. It is now a tropical storm, but again, still a lot of rain and wind as well. Let's take a look right now where and what's happening with Earl. Again, it has been downgraded from a hurricane with 80-mile-per-hour winds to a 65-mile-per-hour tropical storm. It is moving west at 15 miles per hour, and you can see, boy, that core, that center, certainly has dissipated quite substantially. That's what happens. Of course, the warm water moving over land and the expectation, of course, to weaken. But what could happen and where could it go? Here's the forecast. It moves west at about 15 miles per hour, 35-mile-per-hour winds as we head to Friday morning. Does it get to Veracruz? Does it pick up some energy? Mexico City as well, south of Tampico, potentially 25-mile-per-hour winds and early Sunday morning. So we'll have to keep an eye on that track exactly and where it goes. All right, so we certainly have seen an awful lot of rain and an awful lot of wind. Now, hurricanes have 5 categories. Do you know how your home would fare in a hurricane? Well, here's Mark Elliott with a look.
When it comes to hurricanes, each one's impacts are a little bit different, but the wind speeds that we talk about along the Saffir-Simpson scale, those are very specific. And the damage caused in those categories, kind of predictable. So let me show you. Let's start off with a Category 1 storm. And the damage here, not too bad. A couple of shingles fall off, you can have some palm fronds bending in the wind, but everything basically remains intact. Category 2, that's where you really start to feel it. Look at the windows of the house. They can be hit from debris from the outside and already start breaking in a Category 2. Your trees are significantly bent over in the wind, and the siding of the house itself can break, flapping there in the wind, adding to those eerie noises inside. Category 3. I've heard only a Category 3, but it's not only anything except really bad news. In a Category 3, you can have the door of the house blown in because the winds get so strong. You can have the roof of the house start to flap up and down in the wind because it can lift off those weak points, and a lot of those trees start to fall. Category 4, the damage is even worse. You get most trees falling, most of your windows breaking, most of your shingles fly away, and then Cat 5 is as high as the category scale goes. By Cat 5, no shingles remain anywhere nearby. The holes in the roof get so big that the walls of the house start to fall because they're not attached to anything anymore. There won't be any trees up in the neighborhood. That's just catastrophic damage. But again, that's just from the wind, and there are other impacts from hurricanes, and they all vary through the season. So stick with the Weather Channel to keep you safe when the tropics head towards your neck of the woods.
Mark, thanks so much. You know, what we saw with Hurricane Earl, it was a Category 1, and what we did see was Category 1 damage, which is power lines down, a lot of flooding in the streets, trees down, that kind of thing. That's why there's no power. So here's a look at in terms of the weather locally, what we're going to see for the next 7 days. Now again today, like yesterday, there is the threat here in the upper Midwest, Minneapolis included, for an isolated tornado. Looks like so we'll see some strong winds and also some hail. Yesterday, 2.5-inch hail, the size of baseballs coming down. So that's a severe threat today. Here in the Southwest, the monsoonal moisture from Los Angeles, Las Vegas as well, and Denver, 80 degrees for you. Tomorrow we kind of lose and shake off that severe component, but really the big story, all the moisture here in the southeast. We've got an inundation of rain today, tomorrow, straight through the weekend. Beautiful stretch in the northeast, actually the nicest probably since July 4th. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Saturday night, showers and storms come in the afternoon into the night, and they're clearing out by Sunday. Monday, we'll see dry skies, temperatures coming down in the southeast. We'll see temperatures once again warm, but once again, there's all that moisture. We're back after the break.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was like, have to have it.
From renter's insurance to rewards credit cards, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Get your own liquid gold. Go on, get! There's gold in them there shells. Liquid gold.
Beyond has a natural grain-free pet food committed to truth on the label. When we say real meat is the first ingredient, it is #1. And we leave out corn, wheat, and soy. For your pet, we go beyond.
The votes are cast, and the results are incredible. Wow! From the biggest and baddest storms, it's unthinkable, to the weirdest weather ever witnessed.
I've never seen anything like it.
If Mother Nature made it,
Truly amazing.
Our meteorologists rank it.
Oh, yes! Yes! Yes, we got it!
Did that just happen?
Catch an all-new Top 10, Sunday nights at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 86 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 79. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.
We want to encourage our people to listen to the Weather Channel.
It's a place you can turn to and trust.
The damage along the coast we think is going to be catastrophic.
The Weather Channel being here has kept the federal attention to this tragedy.
This weather is affecting people and their relatives across the country.
There's no other place that has this amount of expertise than we do right here on the Weather Channel.
When it comes to a weather situation that warrants attention, we're the place to go. It's that simple.
Discover Card. I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard.
Give it?
Sure, it's free for everyone.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And checking your score won't hurt your credit.
Oh! I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Get your free credit scorecard at Discover.com, even if you're not a customer.
The days of cord hassles are numbered. Dyson's cord-free format transforms cleaning on carpets and hard floors. With a light, powerful digital motor, it adapts easily to clean here, pretty much anywhere, without the hassle of a cord.
Save up to $150 on select Dyson technology.
Your brain is an amazing thing, but as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, the name to remember.
You do know the experts at MIDAS will tell you when he's fixing now and what can wait, right? Like, I don't know, brakes?
Of course I do.
Get the MIDAS Oil Change Plus with tire rotation for only $19.99, up to $5 disposal fee. Use your MIDAS credit card and get $20 back by mail. Get an appointment at MIDAS.com.
200 million watching history be made. 2 million making their own. 5 seconds gained. And a nomination won. When it counts, the biggest moments count on Comcast Business, with $5,000 of NBC coverage for the games. Over 900 miles of fiber laid for the Democratic National Convention, 40 pit stalls monitored at once for NASCAR, and 10 terabytes of data transferred for the big game at LEVI'S Stadium. We know what it takes to connect millions. Imagine what Comcast can do for your business.
Shiny, gorgeous hair color is simply captivating. And now you can get exquisite, easy-to-use salon-quality color at home. Madison Reed is formulated in Italy, starting with all the things healthy hair loves, not the usual harsh ingredients. Only online Satisfaction guaranteed. Madison Reed. Visit our website right now.
I really like the thunderstorms that come in the summer and just the energy of them and that, that crack of lightning. I actually love that.
Well, Hurricane Earl made landfall at 1 o'clock this morning in Belize. Before Earl, it was the D-storm Danielle. But how do storms get their names? Here's Michael Lowry.
Andrew, Katrina, Sandy. These are memorable names that immediately conjure up images of destruction. But how exactly does a storm get a name? In 1953, forecasters in the U.S. began the practice of naming storms. Eventually, the World Meteorological Organization assumed this responsibility and established 6 rotating lists of names. Each list contains a name for each letter of the alphabet, except for Q, U, X, Y, and Z. Originally, all these names were female, but in 1979, male names were added.
Hello.
Now each list alternates between a male and female name. A storm is given a name when sustained winds around an organized tropical or a subtropical low-pressure system reach at least 39 miles per hour. And if a storm is so deadly or so costly that the future use of its name on a different storm would be insensitive, that storm is retired and a new name is added to the list. Only 80 storms so far have earned this notorious distinction. And let's hope that we don't have to add another one this hurricane season.
Well, I don't think Earl will be retired, but let's get the latest now and a full tropical update with Dr. Postel. All right, so Earl won't get retired, but what will happen to dear old Earl? You called it curtains earlier today.
I think it's curtains, right? I think it's going to disintegrate over the higher terrain of Mexico, and whatever happens in the East Pacific later on will not be named Earl. It just cannot preserve its tropical cyclone characteristics as it moves over the mountains. So with that in mind, let me go back a minute here and just say this is when Earl made landfall. According to the Hurricane Center, it made it as a Category 1 80-mile-per-hour hurricane near Belize City at about 1 a.m. last night Central Time. So that's what it was, and right now it is something less significant. It is estimated to have 60-mile-per-hour winds, now a tropical storm, moving west still very quickly at about 15 miles per hour. And you can see right there in those satellite pictures, it's losing all of those bright colors. In other words, the thunderstorms with it are weakening. So let's talk about where it's going with those weakening thunderstorms that are still, by the way, capable of producing a lot of rain, and I think that's going to be the theme. This is now a rainmaker over parts of southern Mexico. As you go through the afternoon and evening hours, you know what, there's some chance maybe the center or what's left of it, certainly the mid-level circulation, gets over the Bay of Campeche, but probably not enough there to really have another run at intensification. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to find itself dying right here over the higher terrain in Mexico. Yeah, it might get out over the Pacific, but by then it will have lost its tropical characteristics, and if anything there develops, it will not be named Earl. So let's now have a look at the rainfall amounts, because as I said, this is the big thing. There's going to be a lot of flooding. With the terrain on this map, can you see some of those mountains in here? This sort of rugged appearance to the map. There are a lot of big hills here, and the rain is going to come down really hard and produce a lot of flash flooding, unfortunately, for many of those areas. But let me now change subjects here for a little bit and talk about the Gulf of Mexico. On the north side here, the Florida Panhandle, we're talking a rainfall forecast for the next 7 days in places like Tampa, Panama City. Certainly much of the northern Gulf Coast is at risk to see a lot of rain. What's that from? Is it from another tropical system? Well, not really. Not really. There are a couple of things on the map that are going to conspire to produce, I think, a lot of rain in the southern U.S. over the next several days, particularly late in the weekend and in next week. One of those right here is a cold front that's going to go that way. Another one right here in upper level low that's going to go that way. And they're going to meet up in here over the next few days, in part wring out a lot of water vapor that's already present in the atmosphere, and that will lead to a lot of rain. Here's the picture on Monday. A lot of rain along an old stationary boundary, and guess what? Tuesday, it doesn't move much. It's going to get rainy and a little cooler in the southeast as we head toward early next week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Currently in our area, 86 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 79. Friday, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 91. Here's our 7-day outlook.